Dear students, this is a continuation of the video lectures on the topic Laplace transform, where we are solving problems using the theorems under Laplace transform. Now if you see here, the question is, find the Laplace transform of t square sine 2t. Previously we have learnt how to solve a problem when there is a product of two functions and one of the function is t. Now here, this is again a product of two function, but one of the function is t square. So from the corollary of theorem 2, we know that the Laplace transform of product of two functions where one of the function is t square, that is t square f of t is equal to -1 the whole square d square by ds square of L of f of t. So this is the corollary that we have learnt from theorem 2. Now using this corollary in our given problem, we have Laplace transform of t square, and instead of f of t we have sine 2t. So applying this corollary to our given problem, we have to find -1 the whole square d square by ds square of Laplace transform of f of t. But what is f of t here? F of t is equal to sine 2t. So Laplace transform of sine 2t. So this is what we have to find. So first we shall find what is Laplace transform of sine 2t and then differentiate the resulting answer twice and multiply with -1 square. Anyway, -1 square is 1 only. It's going to become +1. But why I am mentioning it in particular, because when it is Laplace transform of t cube f of t, it will be -1 power 3. Similarly, Laplace transform of t to the power 4 f of t will be -1 power 4. So as the power changes here, the power of this -1 also keeps on changing as per the corollary that we have learnt. So to understand that only, I am keeping this as it is, like -1 square, which will be anyway positive only. Okay, now let us first write what is Laplace transform of sine 2t, for which we will be using the known result. That is the Laplace transform of sine at, which is equal to a divided by s square plus a square. So this result we will be using here now. So we know this result. So let us apply this over here, where the value of a is equal to 2. So the value of a is 2. So it will be 2 divided by s square plus 2 square, which is 4. So let us write that now. So after this, the next step will be -1 square is positive. So we can write 1 itself, and d square by ds square of L of sine 2t. So what is L of sine 2t? It is 2 divided by s square plus 2 square, which is 4. Now we have to differentiate this twice. So we can rewrite this as, first what we will do, we will write it as d by ds of, again we have another d by ds. So this d square by ds square I am splitting like this. So d by ds and d by ds of 2 divided by s square plus 4. So first we will differentiate it once, and from the resulting answer we will differentiate it again with respect to s. So let us continue now. So this will be further equal to d by ds of, now let me differentiate this by using the u by v rule. So denominator will be s square plus 4 the whole square, because it is v square. This is u, this is v. So v square multiplied with, I mean in the numerator, v multiplied with u dash. So what is v? V is s square plus 4. U dash is the differentiation of u, that is the numerator. The differentiation of 2 is 0, minus 2 multiplied with the differentiation of the denominator. What is the differentiation of s square? It is 2s, and for 4 it will become 0. So this is what we get. Now further simplifying this, this will be equal to d by ds of, now if you multiply this with 0, this complete term will become 0, and so we will be left out with -4s divided by s square plus 4 the whole square. So now this negative 4 is a constant which can be taken out, and so we will be having d by ds of s divided by s square plus 4 the whole square. Now we have to differentiate this again with respect to s. So whatever is here inside the bracket, we have to differentiate with respect to s. So again we will use u by v rule, where u will be s and v will be s square plus 4 the whole square. So it will be negative 4 multiplied with the differentiation of this. So it will be in the denominator we have v square. So s square plus 4, already you have a square. So again when it is squared, it will become power 4. And in the numerator v, so s square plus 4 the whole square multiplied with u dash. What is u? It is s. So differentiation of s is 1 minus s multiplied with u multiplied with v dash. V is the denominator, the differentiation of the denominator. So we have to first differentiate this as a whole because it has a square term over here. So it will be 2 multiplied with s square plus 4. And then use the chain rule and differentiate whatever is inside the bracket. The differentiation of s square will be 2s. So this is what. So further simplifying this, negative 4 multiplied with, now if you see s square plus 4 the whole square we have here. So it will be, you can take s square plus 4, the whole, one of the s square plus 4 common, because here also we have s square plus 4 and here also we have s square plus 4. So s square plus 4 common, and then we will have a bracket. Okay, so bracket is not here. So we have taken s square plus 4 common. So one s square plus 4 will be left out inside. So s square plus 4. And then you have a minus sign. So minus 2, this has gone out. We have taken it common. So leave this term. So 2 multiplied with 2 is 4. And s multiplied with s is s square divided by s square plus 4 whole raised to the power 4. Now if you see this and one of this will get cancelled and this will become power 3. And so we will be having negative 4 multiplied with, and inside the bracket we will have, what is s square minus 4s square? It will be minus 3s square plus 4 divided by s square plus 4 the whole cube. Now further simplifying this, now when we multiply this negative sign inside, we will be having, this will become positive and it will be 3s square and minus 4 divided by s square plus 4 the whole cube. So this is the solution. So hope you have understood this problem. We will solve one more problem of the similar kind. So here we have the next problem 22, which is of the same type. So we know that Laplace transform of t square f of t is equal to negative 1 the whole square d square by ds square of L of f of t. So this is what we have to use over here in order to find the solution of this problem. So we will apply this. So what we will get is Laplace transform of t square. Instead of f of t, we are having cos h at. And so that is equal to negative 1 the whole square d square by ds square of L of f of t. But what is f of t? Cos h at. So now here we will be using the result L of cos h at. So by the result, what do we know? We know that L of cos h at is equal to s divided by s square minus a square. This is the formula that we have already learnt. So we will be applying this over here. So when we apply it, so this will be equal to negative 1 square is positive. So d square by ds square of, we will substitute this over here. So s divided by s square minus a square. Now we have to differentiate this twice, so that we can split and write d by ds of d by ds again. So this d square by ds square I am splitting and writing. So this is what we have to find, s by s square minus a square, which means first we will differentiate this with respect to s and then the resulting answer again we will differentiate with respect to s to second time. So further this will be equal to d by ds of, when you differentiate this with respect to s, you have to use u by v method, where in the denominator you have v square. So this will be treated as u and this will be treated as v. So the denominator you have v square, so it will be s square minus a square the whole square. In the numerator v multiplied with u dash. So v is s square minus a square multiplied with u dash. The differentiation of s is 1 minus u multiplied with v dash. V dash is the differentiation of the denominator. So differentiation of s square is 2s and minus a square will become 0 because it's a constant. So this will be equal to d by ds of, so in the bracket we will be having s square minus a square minus, so s square minus a square minus s into s is s square. So 2s square divided by s square minus a square the whole square. So after that this is further equal to d by ds of, now if you see s square minus 2s square will be negative s square minus a square divided by s square minus a square the whole square. Now you can take the negative sign outside, so minus d by ds of, in the, because these two negative sign, I mean the negative sign has been taken out, you can write it as s square plus a square divided by s square minus a square the whole square. Now again we have to differentiate whatever is inside the bracket once again with respect to s. So again we have to use u by v method, where s square plus a square will be treated as u and s square minus a square the whole square will be treated as v. So let us do that now. So further that is equal to negative. So now d by ds of this, so this is v treated as v. So in the denominator we have v square, so s square minus a square whole to the power 4, because already we have a square here. So when we take the square of this term it will be to the power 4, and in the numerator v multiplied with, so what is v, s square minus a square the whole square multiplied with u dash. So the differentiation of the numerator, what is the differentiation of the numerator? Differentiation of s square is 2s and the differentiation of a square will become 0 minus u multiplied with v dash. So what is u? S square plus a square multiplied with v dash, the differentiation of this term in the denominator. So you have 2 over here, so it will be 2 multiplied with s square minus a square, and again we have to use the chain rule method and differentiate this. So differentiation of s square is 2s. So carefully go through these problems. So that will be further equal to negative. So here on simplification 2s we have to multiply, I mean this we will have as it is, because we know that s square minus a square is common to these two, which we will take it later outside. So it will be s square minus a square multiplied with 2s minus, now here 2 times is 4, so 4s multiplied with s square plus a square and then s square minus a square, and here you have a square which I left, kindly make a correction. So this is s square minus a square divided by the denominator s square minus a square whole to the power 4. Now in the next step we will take this s square minus a square common from these two terms and one of the two is common. So what we will be having, so this will be equal to minus, so minus of, we will be having in the numerator s square minus a square common and then 2s common. So what is left out inside the bracket? One of the s square minus a square is left out, and then we have a minus 2, one of the 2 will be there. So 2 multiplied with this is there. So this negative 2 should get multiplied to each of the terms. So one of the 2 has been taken common out. So you will be and this s also has been taken common out. So you will be having only minus 2. So when you multiply with these two terms, it will be minus 2s square minus 2a square, and this term has also been taken common out. So this is what we have. and in the denominator we have s square minus a square whole to the power 4. Now in this, if you see, s square minus 2s square will give us minus s square, and minus a square minus 2a square will give us minus 3a square. So let us write that in our next step. So this is what we get on simplification. So further this will be equal to, now this negative sign when it gets multiplied, these two terms will become positive. So it will be, so this I will write first. So 2s multiplied with s square minus a square, and multiplied with this negative gets multiplied here, so it becomes positive, and this also plus 3a square, the whole divided by s square minus a square, the whole raised to the power 4. But if you see, one of this can be cancelled with this term, so this becomes power 3, and so the final answer will be equal to 2s multiplied with s square plus 3a square divided by, this is to the power, right, so s square minus a square raised to the power 3. So this is the final answer. Hope you have understood both the problems. In our next video, we will be learning more problems on the same topic. So kindly follow the next video lecture. Thank you.